everyone. It's your favorite Atomic Blonde here with some more Pop Chat special. So as you all know, I have been looking forward to Weapons coming out for quite some time. Ever since I saw the first trailer, however many months back. We seem to get about 6 months before films come out now. So so this is I've come out, been to see it, come home. I think it's still swelling around my head. So this is just literally straight at you. So Weapons. Interesting film. Not the film I was expecting, I have to say. This is going to be non-spoiler, but I will say it's more, for me, like a sort of supernatural thriller than a horror. So yes, there is gore, and it's sort of hinted at in the trailers. There is some gore in this, but for me, gore alone doesn't make it a horror film, right? So that isn't to say this is a bad film. It's just really, really not what I was expecting. It's actually, if anything, a bit of a slow burn. So the first sort of 5 minutes of the film is pretty much what you see in the trailer, which in one way is fantastic, because after that, you have no idea what's coming. And I love how this film was directed and how the story was put together. So obviously from the trailer, we see all these kids at 17 children just get out of their beds, run out of the house, and not seen, bar one kid who's left behind and the teacher. Obviously, there's a lot of animosity in the town. The town are all looking at this one teacher, because basically it's her class that's gone missing. Like, what does she know? What was she teaching them? Is it, the kids got together and planned something? They're convinced that the teacher knows something. And this poor kid that's left behind, and then we get to a certain point that you see in the trailer. So again, no spoiler here, unless you haven't seen the spoilers, then where she's the teacher's at the gas station, and is filling up, and there's Josh Brolin, and Benedict Wong comes running in like one of the kids with the arms out and just goes at her. Then from here, that's where the film kind of kicks in, and we sort of see the same day on repeat from each of the key characters' perspectives. So we kind of start off with the teacher's perspective, then like Josh Brolin's perspective, and so on and so forth, which all then kind of culminates into one point, and it then kind of goes to resolve the story. So overall, I enjoyed the film. I say I'm a little bit hesitant because it's just really not the film I was expecting at all, and my brain's still processing what I've seen, which I love. I mean, how many films do you walk out of and you're still thinking about it, or just like, wow, as I talked about on here previously, I think even about this trailer, it's so refreshing to have. I think I made a comment around 28 years later, that especially this one, it's a standalone story. It wraps up, because my only apprehension going into this, because it was such a freaky, like all these kids go missing in a really weird way. It's like, is it going to be one of these ones where they just don't explain it and they leave it up to you to figure it out? And sometimes that works, but sometimes that can be like, I just find that lazy writing, right? You've got this great idea, but you don't know how to end it. This ends, pleased to say, and quite satisfactory ending. I think like the whole story kind of hangs together. It is in that sort of supernatural horror thriller genre, so it works. The acting is stellar. Obviously, the people that I've just named who are in it all put in great performances. And because we're going through like a sort of day in the life of each of the characters, it gives time for the story to breathe, and it really gives us an insight into their lives, their relationships, their character, right? So we've got a good, a really good feel for these people, what their lives were, what the dynamic in the families are like now, the children are missing, and it's just really, really refreshing to see. And I can see why so many people are buzzed about this film. It's just proper storytelling, proper characterization, with this kind of I don't say unique villain. I'm trying not to give spoilers away, but yeah. I mean, it just hangs together really well. It is a bit of a slow. It's a little bit slower burn than I thought, and it's not as scary as I thought it was going to be. And I think that's my only kind of nitpick. Yes, there are a few jump scares in there, but from the trailer, I thought this was going to be proper. You find yourself holding your breath kind of thing. It's really not that scary at all. And that's probably my main nitpick, that I think they could have just dialed it up a little bit more. But overall, I really enjoyed the film. It's if you've watched Barbarian, the director's previous film, you will love this film. And there's so just make sure I get the guy's name right, because you all know on this channel I am terrible with names. Can't help it, it's my age. Let me just come on, IMDb, where are you hiding his name? Zach Krieger. Yeah, sorry. I had Eric in my head, so yeah, I would have been completely wrong. But Zach Krieger is the writer, director. Again, I think I only watched Barbarian maybe last year. It's quite a recent one. It might have been beginning of this year. I went into it completely cold, knew nothing about it. And wow, is that a strange film? But thoroughly enjoyed it. And again, stellar cast in that as well. So yeah, I mean the young actor in this who plays the kid who was left behind, Alex, great little actor. I think child actors can really sort of make or break films sometimes, because if like the kid's just annoying or pretentious or precocious, all those lovely things that child actors tend to be, it can completely take you out of the film. This kid was just really kind of earnest, and you really felt for him, as it unravels, and you're just like, oh man, this this poor kid and what he's going through. So I think kudos to the young actor, and who picked him as well. So well done. I'm guessing Zach. Yeah, I mean it's hilarious that we've got sort of three people all from Marvel at the moment. So Julia Garner, Benedict Wong, and Josh Brolin. All in very, very different roles, but all stellar performances. And then Aiden Ehrenreich. I never know how to pronounce his name. Bless plays Solo, and has obviously just come off the bounce of Ironheart. So this guy really could do with a good role and a good film, and he's stellar in this as well. So I think not the film I was expecting. A bit of a slower burn than I expected, very satisfying film, satisfying story. Love the direction, great characterization. Say my big nitpick is it's not as scary as I would have liked to have been, but yeah, I recommend for me, definitely. I think certainly if you like Barbarian, this is gonna be right up your street. If you're really looking for, say, super scary, lots of gore, this isn't going to tick that box for you. But if you like a bit more sort of supernatural thriller, characterization, you know, watching the story unfold, this is going to tick all your boxes. So that's it. I say I'm going to keep it really spoiler free because this is one of those films that you need to go into cold and really experience it for yourself. So yeah, pleasantly surprised. I'm still a little bit subdued. I'm sure you can see my cogs turning, guys. That I'm still in that little bit. Not in a bad way, but yeah, it's one of those ones I think requires a second watch, take it all in. But I'm just so relieved that there's an explanation to all of this. I hate those sort of films that have such a good hook, and it's just that, you know, Jar Jar Abrahams mystery box school of writing that nothing ever gets bloody resolved. This film resolves. It's really solid ending. I think a gratifying ending. Yeah, so go see Weapons. Let me know what you think. As always, please do like, share, and subscribe. Get the channel out there. You know, it's so hard for small channels to get any kind of algorithm traction. Every now and again, you drop on to a review that's, you know, like Superman or something, and you get a bit of a bump, but otherwise it's quite difficult. Let me know what you think. Are you planning to go see Weapons? Have you seen Weapons? Do you think it's better than Barbarian or Apples and Oranges? I don't know. You tell me. So I'll be back soon. I mean, I can't believe it's been like 3 weekends on the bounce. I have been to the cinema. I cannot remember the last time I did that there was even things out there to watch. Is absolutely bonkers that I've like literally been to see Fantastic Four, Naked Gun, and Weapons, and you couldn't get 3 more different films over the course of 3 weekends. But it's been great. I've loved coming into the weekend, going to the theatre, you know, bit of fantasy, bit of get away from the depressing real world, because it just gets worse every day. Yeah, so I can't wait. I mean, I think the box office starts slowing down soon. And I think the next big ticket is October. We've got some good stuff coming out in October. But let me know what you're looking forward to as well. What's coming up? Is there anything you want me to review? Obviously, flipping to TV, we've only got a few more weeks now, next week until Alien Earth is out. So I will be reviewing that. I'm excited to see where that takes us. And again, it's meant to be quite gory, so let's wait and see. So that will probably be my next review. Yeah, I'm not sure what's next at the box office, but as I said, let me know if you've got anything you want me to review or watch, or you want my thoughts on. Happy to do so. So you take care now, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye-bye.